Hello everybody, I'm Count Christo and welcome back to the Ming campaign in MEIOU and Taxes 2.0. We have done the God's work. No, we haven't. Okay, just got a 50% off advisor. Nice. Is he 50% off? No, he's not. Don't know what the point of him is then. Already got one. Maybe this guy's 50% off. We've got a level 3 one. Oh yes, and he's manpower recovery speed as well. Nice. I am going to get the top level advisors because we've got oodles of money, although not in this case, because we want the national autonomy and stuff. How is our autonomy? Speaking of, where did I put my autonomy? There we go. So look at that. Really good near the capital. The capital itself is not great, probably because it's owned by the burghers. Bugers? I don't know. Yeah. But you can really see the effect of that communication efficiency, can't you? Just as you can also really see the effect of local administrations. Look how low the autonomy is just around here. And once we put one here, we should be able to really start to drive it down here. And likewise, once we get one here, we're going to really drive it down here. Currently building trade dockyard down here in order to help with the communication efficiency in the south. This whole area in the centre, maybe we just don't worry about it. Maybe we don't bother with a central capital. I never named my central capital, did I? This is the South Central Capital. ESC Capital. And this is going to be the northern. Well, maybe here. Yeah, let's put it here. Once we get further in. I think we probably will bother with them. Northern Central. No, let's keep the naming convention the same. There we go. And the city. I want to make these names the same, by the way, because that means I actually know where it's talking about when it talks about the if it comes up with an event and it talks about, it might mention the city name or it might mention the province name. We could never abandon our person, whoever they are, and whatever their stats are, because we want the prestige. Speaking of prestige, we are not at 100, I notice, which is unacceptable. So let's go down the list. Get some artifacts. There we go. Back up at 100%. We're going to be more careful with this than I was in the previous series. We're not going to drive up Liberty Desire beyond about 40. It's just not worth it. I will occasionally go through... Oh, that's what I've done. Sorry, I came to that decision already. I'm going to do that between each episode, so that you don't have to watch me clicking down a list over and over again, because it's very, it's not very entertaining. Fortunate. We're going to keep losing legitimacy from those events, which is unfortunate. Hey! Welcome to the world. Urakand. They just broke free of Yuan. Oh, no, Yuan just released them. What an interesting decision. I wonder why they did that. A new religious head. Choose the most pliant. We would like to control directly all of this trade node, at least. And then we will have a northern vassal, which will hold all the rest of this land for us. Possibly Korea themselves. They have good ideas. Infantry combat, trash. Sailors, trash. Spy detection, trash. No, okay, they have terrible ideas. Well, the core creation's pretty good. How about you? You're probably a horde, though. No, they're a duchy. Wait, Khanate. Yeah, they are Khanate, so they're going to have... does that mean they have... Do they have legitimacy? No, they do have legitimacy, so they're not a bad candidate. They have step riders. Cav flanking, okay, not relevant, not relevant, not relevant, not relevant. National unrest's nice, amount of autonomy change is nice. Okay, so they're a candidate. Basically, we just have to pick someone up here to become our northern vassal, and then we'll feed them like this whole area. And they can just rule the north for us. Because we don't need it, it's worthless land. And the more land you hold, the more expensive various things get. So it's all about delegating, right? The Emperor can't rule everything himself. It's time, dear. No, we're not losing 25. We're not losing 25 admin for a better consort. Come on. Come on, game. Be reasonable. We're at the amount... Oh, no, the amount of money we're earning has gone up. Some province is hit by an anomalous flood. Alright, tell us where. No. I should be able to see in this... Alright, around here. Oh, this place... doesn't have a city, but does have copper. Does have copper. No, I don't think that's worth protecting with flood infrastructure. We did put some here, right? Yeah. Okay. So we actually got some money now, so we can look into constructing an actual capital building in the southern capital. So currently, communication 15 to 19. We'll see if that makes any difference once we switch this up. Oh, good. There's been a revolt up there, which means we're going to be able to core this land now, because the recent uprising modifier is going to decrease the unrest by 20, which is very useful. So once we get 7,000 gold, we can build a local administration down there for a slightly hefty 1,500. They become increasingly expensive, the local administrations, so we're basically going to have them in each of the capitals that I've designated and nowhere else. And probably not, yeah, no more in Relic. Once we've got a big one here, we might even delete the one in Relic. Well, maybe not. It is a huge city. 300,000 people currently living in that city. I mean, it's bigger than my home city. It's a lot of people. A jade seal. He asked too much, or naturally we accept the gift. And here, gets cored. Nice. Everything coring? No? Ah yes, this inland one, of course, can't be cored until we've cored this one. The Typhoon of 1373. Where was that? Up here, maybe? Probably. Doesn't affect us too much, although it did go up this river. Or was that the anomalous flooding? It looks like it kind of follows the river a bit. Might have been. Don't we have flood infrastructure here? Yes. I'm told you can... flood infrastructure is actually a number. How do you see it? Is it in map modes? City data? No. Flood data. Flood infrastructure. Okay. This is a screen I haven't seen before. Okay. So there's 2 flood infrastructure here, 5 here, 2 here. And when you invest in a province, you slowly build up flood infrastructure. And I think flood infrastructure is damaged by floods. I think. The reason it gives a goods produce modifier +1, by the way, is just because you have to give it some modifier, apparently. So we have flood infrastructure built already, but not being improved all over the country, basically. I don't think we're going to continue building it all over the country. I think we're just going to localize it. We did miss these ones though. I would like those to keep getting it. All the cities. This is good because the areas that have flood infrastructure are obviously going to be the areas that that require it. This one doesn't have any. There is a small city there, so I'll put some flood infrastructure in there. Okay. So let's see, how much is this going to cost us, all that extra flood infrastructure I put in. I think we'll probably have to wait for a monthly tick or a yearly tick before that actually updates. Am I going to build a local infrastructure in the south first, or am I going to beef up my armies slightly first? I have no imminent intention of really using my armies, so I think we'll probably focus on putting down some local administrations. There's really not much in here worth... This is certainly the lowest priority capital. And we finished culture ideas. Nice. Keep our prestige nice and high. Keep institution costs low. We are going to suffer. How high can banking go? I think it goes up to 25%. So we're going to suffer from 25%, 25%, 25%. We're going to have 75% increased tech costs for basically the entire game, which is going to be tough. Wow, they really don't care. 4 loyalty and 23. Well, obviously we're not going to give it to you for that. Should we build the local administration or should we give favours first? I think we should give favours first. Because because it's on a cooldown, so you can only do it once every so often. You want to do it as often as possible. And of course, burgers, as soon as I can offer you favours. Months remaining not showing. Interesting. That's weird. Maybe it was the last month, and hence it didn't show a number? No. Interesting. Do I want any other claims on you? Yes, because we're going to give all this land to our trusty subject. Oh, I should set all this as special interest so that our subject justifies some claims. There you go. Cool. And I guess we should claim the ones that he's not going to be able to claim. Continue facilitating cheap Diplo cost. Examinations. Yeah, we'll put them to work in the provinces. Keep that legitimacy rising nicely. I'm basically going to have at least one diplomat, probably on full-time subject improvement, just so all of my many in the future, well, at the moment it's not many, but in the future it will be many tributaries on good terms with us. How much is it going to cost for you? 2,500. We can do it a tad early. Getting some more stability. It's important as well. Okay, our navy is currently privateering a jade seal. Formidable gift in the form of a jade seal of some level of craftsmanship. That's fine. I don't mind if they make some demands on me. Oh, I left my maintenance up. That was foolish. Okay, so what's the flood maintenance looking like? Okay, it's up to 222. That's not bad. 222 a year. It's quite significant, but it's not too bad. Capital building maintenance is up to 200 a year. It's very expensive, capital building maintenance. It exponentially increases too, I believe. I'm not actually... this battle's not going quite as well as I thought. It's probably mountains, I didn't realise. Just hills. Must have had some bad rolls. Yeah, we don't care. I wish that event didn't exist. It's very silly. It doesn't have any impact. Yeah, smart. What are these guys thinking? Silly rebels. With their lack of AI. They should program rebels better, in my opinion. Historically, rebels did not just randomly move around sieging bases. They captured one local important area, like if they were in England in the north, they'd capture York, and then they marched on the capital, usually. Or they captured a local important area and then they holed up inside a castle, a la Jewish revolt, for example. Are we out of... oh, it's because the mountains are just stupidly narrow, that's why. The narrows are super narrow. By superly narrow, I do not mean that I disagree with how narrow they are. I think it's cool. A forbidden city in the Forbidden City. Yep, it's fine. Anything for the Grand Secretariat. Finally wipe them out. Okay, one more rebel faction, and it's the peasants. Only 28,000 Ming peasants. That is substantially lower than I would have expected. I guess they don't have many provinces to get mad in. Look at that unrest. We haven't yet had the event, I don't think, about the, you know, the thing where the successor kingdoms try and make problems. I think that only happens after your first ruler dies. This glorious 666. Previous trade priority. This is now our top priority. It's very helpful. That's a good point. We're ahead on Diplotex. As soon as this gets to 2, I will buy it down. Sorry, ahead on admin tech. A gifted Maharaja Buddhist. There is always room for talented men. Is there a city here? Yes, there is. Cool. Okay, almost back up to 4,000. Right. The main objective of this campaign, by the way, you know, we're going to take over most of the world, obviously. I mean, it's just, of course we are. But the main actual objective is to learn how to effectively manage communication efficiency. And that's why we're starting as someone like Ming. You know, you've got a big empire, we're going to go wide with colonization. So managing communication efficiency, that's the primary goal of this series. Getting really good at that. Because I think if I could get good at that, that's a turning point. Once you become really good at managing communication efficiency, that's when you're really going to be capable of dealing with the with getting really quite good at MEIOU and Taxes. So rank 1 capital down here. Nice. Do we actually have one in the actual capital? Because we definitely need one in the actual capital because it decreases global administration. Yeah, we have a rank 2 here at the moment. How much will it cost to put that up to level 3? 5,000. Okay, so basically now we want to save up to about 10k and then build a level 3 capital there. Let's see if it updates instantly. We've got one more level. Capital building maintenance has not gone up yet, so we shall wait and see on that. Slave uprising, they should know their place. Let's fire this guy. See if we can get a better level 3 guy. Oh yes, I forget, that's not how it works exactly in MEIOU. You actually have to have events to get advisors usually. Let's go with the... yeah, yearly inflation down's okay. Still going up because of our... just the base. What is the base? Plus 0.5 or something? I don't believe our centralization's maxed either. Do I want to increase my centralization? It's plus 0.05, that's the base inflation. Hey, plentiful manpower, nice. I don't know if we do want more centralization. I mean, tech costs good. Autonomy's the main thing. But the unrest and the stability, yeah, no, it's worth it. Let's increase our centralization. Oh, and we're not mediating dialogues or anything. Okay, alright, we should be doing aggressive policing all the way. That's very silly of me. Which lowers my manpower cap enough that we instantly fulfill that mission. Nice. Incorporate data into our country. Yeah, not gonna happen. Oh yes, do I want to put a big capital in the main one? No, I think I'd rather put a bureaucracy here now. And then we're going to need a port to go along with it to help out in the north. It was 15 to 19 days, so when this recalculates, we'll see if that goes down at all. It won't necessarily, because a level 1 building, like I said, isn't the best. But we'll see. Oh, and of course that's given us more states. So where should we state? This place, right? Yeah, it's 12 there. And then maybe down here. Any cities? Not really. I like stating coastal places as the thing. Yeah, this is a relatively built-up high-pop area. It's a good choice. But we haven't got another state yet. We will once it realises that I've built the local administration in the north, though. Considering it's realised it and given us the extra state, I wonder if it's also recalculated. Yeah, there we go. Extra 20 ducats. So we will take the into court ahead of time. Maybe I'll even take cheap paper. Like, we just don't need this points. But no, there's no point wasting points like that. Good enough for another claim on Dai Viet. Nice. Claim the highest pop province that we can, which is indeed this one. Oh, no, it needs to be 60, excuse me. Forget that it's so incredibly expensive in MEIOU and Taxes to fabricate claims. Alright, who wants to become a tributary? Dai Viet does, no surprises there. A couple of little chaps over here want to become subjects to the great Ming Empire. We shall. What can we do but oblige, really? Tributary. Anyone else over here? I thought there was another one over here. Maybe we just tributize their rival. Tributizing, I know tributizing probably isn't a word, but making a tributary of someone's rival, by the way, gives allied to rival penalties in other diplomatic interactions. So it's worth knowing. Are you just a little... Is Malacca just this little island? Yeah, they are. Well, they have all these cores. Do you want to become my vassal? We might be able to make them my vassal. I think we're going to be okay with them being a tributary for now, though. I want to have some tributaries... Oh, yeah, we're going to take over most of this area, but it's okay to have some tributaries down here for now, just because it's going to be a while until we can conquer our way down here. Once we have the exploration and expansion idea groups filled out, which of course we will do, it's going to be, hey, stability improved. Very, very nice. It's going to be much easier because we're going to be able to fabricate on distant shores. You can become a vassal. I actually want that area. Or I want some of this area anyway. Yeah, both. I want both. He doesn't have this province, but I would like this. That kind of looks like it has a trade estuary. No, I would kind of like this province since it's an estuary there. So maybe we get him vassalized. Cool. Stop improving with them since it's gone idle. Anyone else over here want to accept vassalization? Who's in an important, relevant position? No. Not even you? Distance between borders is going to be a bit of an issue. How about you? Yes, he will become our vassal. Okay. Cancelling tributary does annoy them a bit, but after 11 years it goes away, so we'll work on making those two our vassals now. And those are vassals that we will integrate. Claim time. Yoink. That should be enough for now. Well, yeah, I would like to keep the diplomat free. Anyone else we can vassalize with the intention of integrating? Don't think we want to go into Japan too much. It's not worth... There's not that much in Japan, except in the very central region here. Continental Art and Culture Centre. Interesting. It'd be nice if we could just snake in there and seize that, but yeah, I'm not sure. We will Allow construction for a bribe. Of course, I can just look on here who would accept vassalization. Tama, Mongolistan, Ryukyu would. Do we want Ryukyu? Oh, Ryukyu actually has 2 provinces in this mod. Cool. They have a natural harbour there. Yeah. Yeah, I could go for taking Ryukyu. They don't like me much. Ah, we're not tolerated. Okay, in which case we'll just tributize them. Okay. And with the acknowledgement that all voids room for talented men. Hey, there we go. Let's recognise that other state. So let's put it here. There we go. Nice. With the recognition... Oh god, we haven't stated the capital. We really need to make the capital a state. Good lord. Oh dear. Anyway, with the conquest of these guys, the Ryukyuan, the mighty Ryukyuans bowing to us, I'm going to take a break here and click lots of buttons on this screen for a moment before we start the next episode. Until then, thanks for watching. Bye bye.